You might have a Valentine's Day treat picked out for your partner, but have you thought about your pets yet? You have to, people. We have Sean Cherry from the Paw Street Bakery in Chicopee. We're going to make Valentine's Day treats for our pets.
Yes, we are.
Scale of 1 to 10, how easy is something like this to do?
It is extremely easy. It's easy to get done, easy to bake, and it lasts a good amount of time. So you can make a ton of different variations of what we're going to do right here.
Very cool. All right, so how do we get started? Today we're using pears.
Yeah, we're using pears and banana.
Okay.
That's one variation that you can use. But again, you can switch a bunch of different fruits in there. It's just figuring out what you may like and therefore what your pet may like. Just making sure you do the appropriate searches to what may be toxic to dogs that may be okay for us. So
there's a surprising amount of things that you find. I was on the internet, because I have a pet, I was on the internet the other day. Avocados you're not supposed to feed to dogs.
Avocado is, you know, again, think if you're doing an apple variation of this, again, if you ate a seed, maybe not the big of a deal, but dogs' masses are a lot smaller. Therefore, there's arsenic in the seed. You need to worry about things like that, as well as garlic, onions, grapes, all those types of things that are difficult.
As long as we're vigilant, we're good to go. So let's get started. Are we starting on this side?
Yes. So looking at it, the ingredient base for the ingredients that you'd be looking for to grab would be 1 banana, a pear. You'd be looking at 1 cup of water, as well as 5 cups of oats. So we'll start just cutting some. I did start cutting some of the pear right there, but we'll grab a little bit more. If you want to start peeling that banana and placing it right into the cup right there with water.
And are we going to blend all this to make our paste? Okay.
Yep, just think of like a fruit smoothie.
Nice. All right. That is something that's not foreign to me. So.
Yes. One phrase I like to use with a lot of the things that I create is it's a pet treat so good that even you'd be begging for it. So think of it that way when you're looking at the ingredients.
Well, it's true. These are all things that I'd eat. And it's nice, too, because sometimes you look in the back of a treat bag and you can't pronounce half of it. The ingredients list is so long. So this is, you know what goes into it. And on the whole, it's a whole lot more inexpensive.
It is. It's just think of the ingredients you'd be looking to buy. I mean, oats. You do want to start, if you're looking to put this, a lot of dogs do have the same way we do. They do have gluten allergies. So if you want to base that, this would be a gluten-based, gluten-free oat that you'd be looking to go for. Even though inherently oats are gluten-free, you do want to make sure you're getting the gluten-free oat because it'd be made in a factory that does not have any processing of wheat.
That makes sense. All right, so we blend this up.
You would create it. You would just start blending it right here.
Okay. But voila, the magic of TV.
Yeah, so look at that. You're creating it. Again, think of it like a fruit smoothie. So you would be creating a blend right here. And in this, you've now got, again, the pear, banana, and water blended together. You do have your oats separately measured out.
And all this is going to bind itself well enough.
It will. The oat base does still allow for binding. The banana also creates a binding when you mix it in. So you would be mixing this in.
Okay.
You would be mixing it together. Just think of it like you would anything else. It's going to bind the ingredients for the wet and dry. Sometimes I like going right in with my hand instead of with...
I was going to say, but we want to make it look good for TV. But yeah, go nuts. Have some fun with it.
Right in there.
And then you roll out a dough.
You do. So the dough that's right here has been rolled out. You want to roll it to about a ½ inch thickness.
Okay.
And with that, you're then going to be able to take this and cut any of the shapes. So
you can get any cookie cutter, but come on, do a little treat for your pet. This is a bone one?
That's a bone. We have a fire hydrant.
It's a fire hydrant. That's great stuff.
Again, you can look Valentine's Day. There's tons of heart-shaped cutters that are out there. We do a lot for different dogs for it.
So there we are. We have one.
You can go push it right towards the edge, and you can slide it right out.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah, it'll slide right out.
Look at that. So then we take this, pop it onto a baking sheet. Do you pre-grease this baking sheet?
You don't do anything. The treats will, as they bake, will harden and pop right off.
So there's one more. Then we're going to put this in the oven. At what temperature and for how long?
You preheat the oven for 375, so have that ready to go. The treats bake for 30 minutes at 375. You will feel them harden on there. If you need to go a little bit longer with a bigger treat as those bones would be, it might take a few more minutes, but just feel the hardness of the treat and then they're ready to come out.
Now if everybody wants to take a little walk with me over this way, I'm going to head over where we have some finished ones. Perfect, good, not hot. Always use a pot holder though if you're going to do it with a hot oven. And here we go, we have these finished treats right here.
Yeah, you will see them darken a little bit. That is the banana on this flavor darkening. That shows that a little bit more of the baking of the treat.
And lastly, how long is this going to stay good for?
So the treats can stay out for about a week. If you refrigerate them, you've got 2 to 3 weeks without a problem.
Very cool. There's so many different ways that you could do it. Thanks for coming to share one with us today. Come on back sometime.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure having you here. More information available at mymassappeal.com.